Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? My name is Rob and welcome back once again to the channel. And inside today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my 2020 dividend stock portfolio total earnings and how much money I made since I started this portfolio way back in January 2020. So it's now almost officially been 1 year since we started this portfolio way back in January, and it's been quite a ride. It's been quite a year overall, and it's been quite an interesting year when it comes to stocks. So in this video, I'm going to talk a lot about the portfolio. I'll give you guys some reasons on why I started dividend investing. I'm going to show you guys, how much income the portfolio has made, and then towards the end of the video, I'll give you guys an update on my goals and the reason why I did, I started this portfolio and what we're trying to achieve here. And I'll show you guys some of the stocks I have and give you guys a quick little rundown of the portfolio itself. So it's going to be a bit of a longer video than usual, but I hope to kind of cover up everything that's happened this year and also give you guys a little sneak peek of what's to come going into 2021. So if you guys are enjoying this video so far and you guys want to follow alongside with me as I do this dividend investing case study journey, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you guys do enjoy this video at any point in time, please do me a big favor and give the video a big thumbs up. It really helps with promoting this video if you guys do that. Alright, so let's go over quickly before we go inside the portfolio itself. Let's talk about some of the reasons on why I started dividend investing in 2020 and what gave me the reasons and the drive to really start this YouTube channel and document my journey as I've gone through building this portfolio over the past couple months. So if you guys don't already know, I first started investing in 2019. It was early 2019, sometime in March. I was looking at different ways to earn money passively. And I've done a lot of different things online, kind of working from home and working a part-time job. And I kind of knew that there was something I wanted just something that, that would 100% be passive. How could I put my money to work? And to me, that's always been something that, like, the smartest way to make money is to how can you make money passively, or how can you put your money to work and just have it grow over time? And when I first started researching, I really didn't know anything about this because I remember like reading about savings accounts, and then I looked into like GICs and different things like that and getting like low interest rates. And those things kind of opened my eyes up to, okay, well, you can make a little bit of money with the money you have by sticking into these different accounts and whatnot. But it wasn't that much. It was only like 2, maybe 3% if you're lucky kind of thing. It wasn't anything substantial, but still at the end of the day, it gave me a little bit of hope because, I just seen this as, putting your money away, and then as you're just doing your life and running your life and making money on the side was just the smartest way for me to make money. So over time, I found out about investing, and then that's when I got into a robo-advisor. And my very first robo-advisor that I got started with was Wealthsimple. And Wealthsimple is a Canadian-based robo-advisor. I stuck my money in there, and throughout the year of 2019, I just kept putting as much money as I could. And as that money started to grow over time, as I started to get some dividends, that really clued me in on like something just clicked in my brain where this is what I wanted to do. And that's kind of how I got started with dividend investing, even though the portfolio itself was more of a growth-based portfolio. Just seeing that money come in over time and having that money grow really got me interested in dividend investing, and that's pretty much from there where it all got started. So going from there, I kind of seen that I knew that I wanted to do investing of some kind, and I worked a part-time job at a store, and I worked a part-time job I've been at the same store I've worked at for like 10 years now. It's been a nice little part-time gig as I kind of worked from home and did some different things. I've done a lot of different things from home, and starting in 2020, I wanted to do something big, and I had a YouTube channel before. I had like a tech-based programming YouTube channel that I kind of did like half-assed. I kind of did some stuff here and there, but it was kind of all over the place. So I had a little bit of experience with YouTube, but just didn't have the passion to keep going. So as I learned about investing and I wanted to do and to get more into like personal finance and stuff like that, that kind of gave me the idea to start a YouTube channel going into 2020. And I kind of was thinking in my head, I'm going to start this year with this YouTube channel, see where it goes, and if it happens to go anywhere big, I'll keep doing it, and if not, maybe I'll just go to working a full-time job and I'll just invest my money and kind of do things from there. So in the beginning of 2020, I started this YouTube channel, and that's where I started dividend investing. I grew this portfolio, as you guys have seen me for the past 12 months. I did update videos, and in the beginning my videos weren't really good and I didn't get a lot of traffic, but a lot of you guys who helped me in the beginning kind of gave me that that inspiration to keep going and that motivation to keep doing the videos, because I've done a lot of videos on this channel and it's taken a long time to even get monetized. I didn't get monetized till about like 6 months into doing this YouTube channel, and I didn't make any money in the meantime either. I kind of started affiliate marketing, I think, in April, and I made a couple bucks here and there, but it wasn't until like the 6th or 7th month where I started actually getting some money going. And going towards the end of this year, the channel is actually starting to pick up. So going into 2021, I really want to get serious with the YouTube channel, and I want to pick things up and really get solid and really get crazy with investing and growing my dividend-based portfolio. Alright, so that's just a quick little overview of why I started with dividend investing, and that's kind of how, the past year has been going. It's basically me been saving my money, investing as much as I can in dividend stocks, and having that money grow, and using that dividend income to be reinvested to keep growing, and me kind of documenting my journey and kind of giving you guys some inspiration along the way. So let's jump inside the spreadsheet and let's see how much money the portfolio has actually made us since we first started investing way back in January. Alright, so at the part of the video I know where most of you guys are excited about and what everybody's looking for is how much money has the dividend portfolio has earned us over the past year. And I like this part too because this is like the most inspiring part, because if you're a beginner investor, you want to see the results, you want to see how things can grow over time. And we're kind of tracking two things with this case study in this portfolio. So we're tracking how much money we can make and how that money is growing back in the portfolio to make more money, but also tracking like what can these dividends help to buy us as time goes on. How can they make my life easier, and how can we appreciate the growth of the portfolio? And we'll talk about that towards the end of the video. But here's the start of the video, and here's the different months here. I got the months on the side here, as you guys can see, and then we have the dividends earned in the middle column, and then we have the monthly contributions. And I haven't updated December 100% yet, as there is a couple days yet left in December. It is the 27th, but I figure I'll just do this video right now. And there still is some dividend income that's probably going to come in towards the next couple days to the beginning of January. I'm not too sure. It's kind of like a lot of it comes towards the end of December and a little bit in the beginning of January. So this number in December will probably grow a little bit. Might be around closer to 40 to 50 by the time the month's done. But anyways, let's just kind of go over this really quickly. So when you first started the portfolio, our very first month, we put $400 into dividend stocks and we made 44 cents. Wasn't very much, but it was something. We took that 44 cents, we reinvested back in the portfolio, and then in February of 2020, we made $1.61. Once again, we put $400 in, and as you guys can see, we just kept taking that money, putting it back in, reinvesting it, and then kind of growing these monthly contributions as I got more serious with the dividend investing. But it kind of grew, $5, and then in April we made $7.50. In May we finally hit $12, and once again we put that money back inside the portfolio, and things just kept growing and growing over time. And in July we hit $20, and then in September we hit $44 on the portfolio, and now we're currently sitting around that 30 to 40 mark, and maybe December and January we'll hit that $50 mark, which will feel really good. But as you guys can see here, in July I really went crazy and put a lot of deposits inside the portfolio, and that's because I seen the value of dividend investing. I wanted to kind of go a little bit crazy, and going into 2021 I want to take that like a little bit higher. But you also see that there's some months I didn't have as much income, and that's okay. There's going to be times in your life where you're going to have a little more free cash than others, and that's perfectly fine. The only difference between putting more money inside your portfolio is it'll just grow faster, and you'll get that income going a little bit higher than if you put less. I mean, at the end of the day, you have to do what works for you. But I'm kind of, the idea right now is, while I'm young, I'm 29 years old, I turn 30 next month, I'm putting as much money as I can to kind of make up for some of the time in my early 20s where I didn't spend much time doing much. So I'm kind of trying to make up for that, and I also want to decrease the amount of time I work going into the future. So that's kind of the reason why I do it. But at the end of the day, guys, just do what works for you. So total earnings inside this portfolio I have in the next column, our total dividends earnings was $251. This is basically taking all those dividends, adding them together, we made $251. And then we have the total contributions here, $12,000. This isn't, this was a couple weeks ago I did this, so it's not 100% accurate. Same with the gains. It's hard to calculate the gains because you have to like do it on a daily basis. So I just every other week kind of thing, I usually update them. But the portfolio is up $1,000, almost $1,400, $1,500 in total gains. So as you guys can see, even with dividend investing, if you pick like stocks that are focused on stock appreciation, plus, so that's stocks that are growing in value, plus the dividends, and you're reinvesting those dividends, you actually earn a lot of income from stocks growing over time. And that is one of the focuses of this portfolio. And when we go inside the portfolio and I show you guys what stocks I have, we'll kind of focus on that. So going down here, we have the monthly dividend income. So we have, and basically what I do here is I take the previous monthly dividend income, I kind of calculate it, and then we have some different things that I'm trying to buy with my dividends. And this is one of the things I wanted to do kind of a little bit more hardcore going into the new year, is I want to show you guys, what can this dividend income buy us on a regular basis, and kind of just do a case study. Can I buy everything that I use in my life with my dividends and just focus on the essentials? And as you guys can see, we started with a cup of coffee. I wanted to make a focus of buying my daily cup of coffee with my dividends. So I got, I calculated how much a cup of coffee would cost me, which would be $6. I bought a French press, and then I bought two drinking cups. And then, I added it to this total. So this is what we're spending on a monthly basis from our dividends. And we're not actually using our dividend income. It's just a representation to say like, okay, well, if you were to live off our dividends today, this is how much our dividends can provide for us, kind of thing. So I hope that makes sense. If you guys have any questions about that, just let me know. Once again, it's just to give you an idea of how much that $41 a month we're making can buy us, kind of thing. So I did that, and I got my cup of coffee, and then I made a goal of, okay, we're going to spend 20% of our monthly dividend income on groceries, because groceries are essential. You need food, right? And we focused on that, on buying $8. So I did a video a little while back where I showed you guys what I bought at a grocery store for $8. And then I did the next thing I wanted to focus on was some entertainment. So what are some basic things we can entertain ourselves and have fun? So I bought a deck of playing cards, which cost me a total of $1.29. And growing up, I loved cards. I played a lot of cards with my family and whatnot. So, you know, we started playing games of cards, and we have a lot of fun with that. Cards are something that a lot of people don't play anymore because, you know, people are so focused on like TVs and video games and stuff like that, all these really expensive things. A deck of cards for $1 can actually have a lot of value, and you can have really, you know, fun relationship building activities and stuff like that. Just really simple things. And then going into the new year, one of the big focuses I had was to improve on my health. You know, I've always been a health conscious person, but I think over the past year, you know, a lot of people have seen how important your health is for you, and we've all gotten a little bit lazy, you know, at times in our lives. So I want to focus on my health going into the future. So one of the things I want to start doing is having a glass of lemon water every day. You know, lemon's really good for you. Lemon water is really good. It's very detoxifying. It's really healthy for you to drink more water. And I think at the end of the day, a lot of us don't drink enough water. So this is one way to get me to get lemon water into my body, which is really good, but also to get more water in my body. So my goal for 2021 so far, one of my health goals is to wake up every single morning, have a giant glass of lemon water, and I calculated how much a bag of lemons would cost. I would need about 6 to 7 lemons a month, which is about $4. And once again, that total is spending us about $36 a month, and we're able to afford that just barely with our dividend income. So going into the future and going into the new year, hopefully we can start to get some more things, like maybe a TV, maybe we can, you know, focus on some more games and stuff like that. I do want to get a board game, but we're going to be focused on the essentials once again, because I think it's really inspiring. And it's really important to go back to the basics of life and focus on the simple things that we kind of take for granted because we've gotten so used to them. So I hope this kind of inspires you. And I don't see a lot of people, actually anybody, doing this on YouTube right now. So I thought this was a cool way that I could do something unique and you guys could watch this. But anyways, guys, let's jump inside the portfolio and let's see how the actual dividend stocks are and how the portfolio is compromised, and show you guys like some of my thoughts and my strategies for how I'm investing inside the portfolio. Alright guys, so as I do this video, the stock market is currently closed until, I think it's tomorrow. I guess it opens up tomorrow. So there hasn't been too much going on in the market over the past couple days, but I'll give you guys a quick little recap of the portfolio. So as you guys can see, we have $14,559 inside the portfolio. So we went from $0 to $14,000, almost $15,000 in 1 year with the portfolio. And that's my deposits, that's the dividends reinvested, and that's the income, the growth overall. So the portfolio has done pretty good, growing quite a bit. It originally started with 2 separate portfolios, but then we eventually combined them into one TFSA. So the earnings here look a little bit down than what I've reported, but that's because when we took the money from the personal account, which was our REITs, it didn't calculate the growth. So we kind of, we lost a little bit of the growth in the reporting, but it's still there. So hopefully that makes sense for you guys, and that's why the numbers don't seem to add up. But if you watched my earlier videos, you'll see that we actually made a lot of income in our growth portfolio and our REIT stocks that unfortunately we lost that reporting when we moved everything to the new TFSA, but it is what it is, and we still have the dividend income, and that's the main thing I'm focused on, and I can still report it by keeping it separate. So here's the stocks inside the portfolio, and as you guys can see here, these are solid Canadian stocks, and I'm focusing on Canadian stocks, number one, because I am a Canadian investor and I'm from Canada, and being from Canada, it's a little bit easier to invest in Canadian stocks. But at the end of the day, even though, you know, I have some good solid Canadian stocks here, these are long-term companies with a history of growth plus dividend growth, and they're kind of like growth stocks first with the dividend stocks secondary. So I hope that makes sense to you guys, because growth is important inside a portfolio. You should always focus on growth no matter what. I see a lot of, you know, beginners focusing on high yield stocks, and I recommend you guys, you know, focus on companies that are growing with good dividend growth over time. And if you do that, your dividends will grow, you'll get that dividend income, but most importantly, your portfolio will grow. So you have some good quality Canadian stocks, and I've talked about this on this channel. But one of the big things that I'm a big fan of is ETF investing in the overall market, because, you know, I do have a lot of individual companies like Enbridge, CNR, Algonquin, Fortis, H&R REIT, Manulife, RioCan. You know, a lot of the common ones that people have, R&W, TELUS, TD. And I do invest in these individual companies, but they really represent like a small percentage of my portfolio, maybe like 10 to 20% is what I'm looking at. While the rest of the portfolio, probably like about 80% is more, is focused on two ETFs called VDY and VFV. So VDY is Canada's dividend-based ETF from Vanguard, and it's investing in a lot of like good quality Canadian companies. And a lot of these are these individual stocks, like TD is in there, for example, Enbridge is in there. So it's good quality Canadian companies, and it's a really good portfolio. And that's one of the main ETFs I'm focused on this portfolio. But one of the important things I want to talk about is U.S. stocks, because a lot of people don't have enough U.S. stocks, especially Canadian investors inside this portfolio. And even though this is a dividend-based portfolio, I still think growth is important, especially in the early stages. This currently represents about 20% of my portfolio in U.S. stocks, but I'm probably going to increase this just a little bit more going into the new year, because remember, even this, the S&P 500 still has, I think this particular one I have only has a yield of 1%, but that still goes back in, it still makes dividends, and these dividend stocks are, making more money that can go inside growth stocks and vice versa, and everything's kind of contributing to each other to grow over time. And US stocks kind of grow the most, so I think when you're starting a portfolio, or if you want to get like maximum growth, I think it's important to combine growth plus dividends, and that's kind of what I've done inside this portfolio. So if you guys have any questions on that, just feel free to let me know in the comments. I know this is a confusing topic for a lot of people, especially when it comes to investing in TFSA, but if you have any questions, just let me know and I'll do my best to answer them. And one thing I want to touch upon really quickly before I end this video is a lot of people ask me why I use Wealthsimple Trade. I think Wealthsimple Trade is one of the best platforms to use in terms of simplicity and the fact that they offer free trades for Canadian stocks. So if you're building a portfolio based on Canadian stocks, mostly like I am, or you're buying Canadian, ETFs that are listed in Canadian currency, you can get these trades 100% for free. So it's definitely important to take advantage of that. And if you guys want to support the channel, I'll include my affiliate link in the description of this video. If you guys open a Wealthsimple Trade account and put $100 in, you'll get $10 managed for free, and I'll get $25. So thank you very much. And if you guys want to support the channel, that's probably the best way to do it other than subscribing and watching the videos, which I'm very, very thankful that all you guys do. So once again, my goal is going in the future with the portfolio is the same as always. We're going to keep reinvesting, we're going to keep growing the portfolio as much as I can. And when it comes to YouTube, I really want to kind of focus more on the YouTube channel, because the YouTube channel is starting to grow quite a bit going into the new year. I'm not too sure what to expect, but if the growth is exponential, which it has been, it looks like things are going to be going pretty good. So if the channel keeps growing and you guys keep watching the videos and keep liking them, I might even consider going full time on YouTube, or pushing to be more, put more time into it, where I can maybe, I don't know if I'll publish daily videos, but I'll definitely focusing on publishing more videos, and I'll try to add more content to the channel that's different and interesting and keep things going. So that's my main goal going into 2021. But when it comes to investing, it's pretty much the same thing at the end of the day, where we're just putting more money in, we're letting that income grow, and I'm just going to be documenting it, and I'll be here showing you guys results along the way. And that's pretty much it for this video, guys. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you have any questions, and if you guys enjoyed this video, once again, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. And before we end this video, I'll put an end screen to my 3 undervalued Canadian stocks to buy. That's a video I did a little while back where I talked about some of the stocks I was buying for the portfolio. I'll also go inside the portfolio and do a little bit more in-depth of analysis of the different stocks and whatnot. So if you guys want some more content to watch, definitely check out that video. But other than that, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have yourself a good day. Enjoy the holidays, and I'll see you guys later.